everyone, Vidas A Fruity back in with another deck review. Excuse me. These are the Grotesk Macabre decks from Lotrek, half moon playing cards, soon to be rebranded into a different name, which escapes my mind. I will have all the links though in the description down below. These are a evolution of the original Grotesk decks. That was the 2014 United Cards deck on Kickstarter a couple years ago. And had a different spelling for Grotesque, the actual real spelling. This one's spelled differently, as you can see. The cards, these ones are actually printed by Expert Playing Cards. But the tuck cases were actually produced by Lotrek himself. He actually produced these, printed them, and they look pretty awesome. I'll give him credit for that. The one deck has a gold stock, and the other one has a black stock. I don't think we've seen that before in playing cards. Of course, embossing and foil as well, as you can see. And we'll get to the rest. The cards, of course, have a death theme, Gothic architecture within, as well as a bit of Baroque to them, and more. So we got the standard edition, the animated limited edition. On the front it says Grotesk on top, this one in a copper foil and this one in a gold foil. Nice embossing, you can see how good that embossing is. And at the bottom it says Macabre. And you see Spade Pip with some kind of a figure in there. On the side it says original edition and animated edition. I'll explain what the animated edition is when we get to it. It's nice golden copper foils. The other side, playing cards with the same foils top. It says there was 1,500 produced of each. The bottom, it says made in Taiwan by the Expert Playing Card Company, designed in Greece for Half Moon playing cards, and it is autographed by Lotrek. He autographed these all by hand before putting them together, and I guess before he put them together, he printed them off, produced them, autographed them all, and then he put them together, put the cellophane on, or maybe it was Expert that put the cellophane on. I think that might have been the case as well. They might have gone to Expert Playing Cards to put the cellophane on, put the cards in, but he produced the tuck cases himself, autographed them, and there's more. And in the back, you see the back design, nicely embossed, very nice. On the flap, they are numbered. This one is 852, and this one is 347. Again, he did that while he was autographing them. And in here you get some nice details in copper and in the gold with embossing. Very nice. Under here it says Half Moon playing cards underneath the top of the flap. And a nice kind of a cathedral Gothic look on the inside, throughout the inside, as you'll see. Very nicely done. I think that's awesome that he did these by himself. They look so professional. They look like they were done by Expert Playing Cards or USB-C, and they're not. I give him tons of credit for that. Then we get to the cards. This one, look at this. You get the Joker. It says Joker in the corner. The wedding all kind of intertwined. It's a skull with some antlers, and similar to the previous Grotesk decks, but different. And it's kind of got a gray-green color to it. The back is a white on black, very nice. And you see skulls in there throughout and skeletons along the side. Some nice details. The other Joker is the same, except it says red. Joker is in red, I should say. Almost a pink color. The Ace of Spades says Grotesk, and Macabre at the bottom, the same thing as the front of the tuck case, and it says Half Moon playing cards. Here's the other aces, very nice. Nice Gothic type font. Completely custom, I like it. Court cards, look at that, it's a baby. They're very bizarre characters and figures. Look at that, that bird almost pops off. That's so three-dimensional. Look at that, that's kind of cool. He's holding his own head. Very nice. I see some similarities to the original one, like that baby. And moving along here, that's pretty cool. The pips, completely custom. They're half a lighter color, half a darker color. Kind of a green and a gray, and kind of an orange and a red. They're very nice overall. So that is that deck. I'll put that away. Oh, come on. Crap. I should also point out there is a couple other versions that he's produced, or is producing, and he's doing that himself, that are very unique. There's the Black Master Edition, which he sold originally during this campaign, which is the first ever decks made on a black stock paper. So unlike these ones, it looks black, but that's all ink printed on there. He's actually producing decks that have black paper. First ever, as far as I know, as far as his advertising. And there was a silver and a gold. Same artwork. And more recently, just a week ago, last week, he had another project that was for some new limited editions that had the black stock, but with gold and silver foil on the backs and the faces. And he's going to produce them all at the same time. So we've been waiting for Black Mass for months now, and now they're not coming for a while yet, which is unfortunate. And there was another version he did as well, which I really like, which is a red one with foil on it. Looked very, very nice. But unfortunately, it was $60 just for the red one. If you got the black and the silver, they were $45 each for all 3 decks, and it's like, too expensive. I had to pass on that. But anyways, so the Joker is basically the same thing. These ones have this nice architecture type border to it. Look at that skull on top. It says Joker in the corners again, in black and in red. This one is a white on black, but it's the same thing as you can see. It's the same thing, white on black, except it's got white borders instead of black borders. There's an interesting twist of sorts. The Ace of Spades, again, says Grotesk, and Macabre, it says Limited Edition. And then, the rest is the same. I won't go into showing you all of them. I'll show you some of them there. But this deck is called the Animated Edition. Why? Why is it the Animated Edition? Well, I'm going to show you. And you'll see, if you look at the tops of these cards, you'll see some differences. Flames, not flames. Different amounts of flames. Guess what? I don't know how this is going to look, but when you... Oh, stupid Band-Aid. Anyways, when you spread through them, you can see the flames shooting up if you look closely. Which is pretty cool. It's got shooting flames. I like that. It's different. Anyways, let's move along here. See if there's anything else I missed out. And this is actually a marble type border. It describes it as. Alright. These are printed by expert playing cards. They're like decks anyways. And they have a master finish, which is it's kind of a smooth finish for them. Has a bit of texture to it, but it's primarily a smooth finish deck. Anyway, overall, as far as the backs are concerned, I like it. Especially the white bordered one looks really nice. But they both look nice. I would say 4 3/4 or 5 out of 5. 4 3/4 out of 5. Same with the faces, I'll say 4 3/4 out of 5. They're very nice, but they're not my favorite, that's for sure. But the artwork is nice, they're well done, and I really appreciate what he did. The tuck cases himself, which is kind of going above and beyond what a creator needs to do. As far as the handling, like I said, Master Finish by Expert Playing Cards. It's not my favorite finish, but they handle pretty good. Can't complain at that. So I'll say 4 3/4 out of 5. Especially the black one is good. Anyway, overall, 4 3/4 out of 5. I like it. I recommend checking them out. The other ones, unfortunately, are not going to be available afterwards. They were only sold in the Kickstarter project. They're only producing as many as needed. He's not, at least he says he's not going to be selling any outside of that, but who knows? We'll see. It's an easy way to make money. Anyways, that is that. Check out my sponsors, collectibleplayingcards.com, playingcards.net, cardpool.com, links, discount codes down there in the description box. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching and supporting. See ya.